Happy birthday, Alex. What up, everybody? Happy birthday to Alex. This is going to be our last 6 box of black, but of PYT. It does not mean that we won't do another like 6 box random or a 4 box random or something like that. It will be in mixers possibly with PYT and stuff, but I did 2 full cases of it. So we got our PYT in. But before we get started, how about one big happy birthday to Alex?
Happy birthday!
Y'all ready to get on this? Let's do it. All right, guys, I do have something else coming in today. I got the brand new jerseys that are being released today. It's supposed to have Mahomes and Mayfield and all sorts of goodies in it. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to find the full checklist of it. Also, I'm having issues tagging. I had to go to my phone and tag on my phone. That's why it took a little bit longer. Had to message some people and still wouldn't even let me message like newer people. So, I don't know if I need to do an update or what. You like that, Alex? Man, it's everyone involved in this group is like that. It's got to be everyone together. It's the whole community. It's definitely contagious. So is negativity, though. As much as positivity is contagious, negativity is a poison, and it's generally, for the most part, not accepted. Definitely discouraged in this group. You know, we all have bad days, and we all have moments of fail. I know I do. I get frustrated, upset every day at something, but. Most recently, my distaste for the Antonio Brown situation, which I had to calm down on. I realized, I told you guys last night that I was going through the 7 stages of grief. I realized that. Yo, all right. So I shared it on the basketball break this morning, which is kind of gross. Listen, punny sarcasm is accepted, Scott. That's actually encouraged if that's what you're getting at with the hey now. How about out of 35, Joshua Rosen? So, oh man, how do you think he feels? Hopefully someone like got him feeling good last night. Maybe he had a lady friend come over, massage him down a little bit. I don't know, but man, a loss with that, the hits he took, the lumps he took, can't be feeling good. Probably better than Steelers and Steelers fans right now. Out of 75, Juju Smith-Schuster going out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ricky Butler. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Is everything else all right besides you missing the break, like the power out, like storms or something from the storms? Negative. Yo! What up, Reggie Wayne for the Indianapolis Colts? Going out to a Colts fan, Eric Wiseman. There you go, my man. For the Indianapolis Colts. Impressive debut for as the starter for Brissett this week.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
So Alex said the final minute was crazy. That's my first stat about 3 stats about Monday Night Football. If you didn't hear the basketball break earlier, I shared all 3 on that. I'll share it on here, though. Hey! Oh! Out of 75, Mr. Dwayne Haskins going to Jim Larson. There we go. Boomers. I know, he's on the sideline with the clipboard. Whatever. I was told I could not play the kaboom break for that. I had to play this drop for Dwayne Haskins. Out of 75, white ink. The first one is that this is the first, Rich. They're awful. This is the first game. Let me get the stat out. This is the first game in Monday Night Football history where there were 2 lead changes in the last minute of the game. Last minute of the game produced 2 lead changes. That was stat number 1. For those of you Raider fans and Josh Jacob owners, stat number 2. Joshua Jacobs, JJ, Double J, was the first running back since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2001 to rush for 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards in his first career start. Rookie versus rookie in his career start. Bradley Chubb, 11 out of 75. So there's a lot of hope there for Josh Jacobs and for the Raiders, who, my third stat for Monday Night Football, is that was the first Raiders home win to start the season since 2002. Big win for the Raiders. They got a running back setting records that haven't been hit since 2001. Winning for the first time at home since 2002. Great Monday Night of Football. You know, I mean, coming out with starting with a double week schedule and ending with 2 great games, especially after the way. New York Giants, Saquon Barkley going out to Richard. Seahawks. Just randomly, the Seahawks. Who plays next Monday night? And did we get 2? We did get 2 RPAs. Out of 35 going to the Philly Eagles. Set there till the end. That is going to be Eugene Miller, who I believe is an Eagles fan. 4 color, green, black, gray. It's a really dark green. Green, black, gray, and white. Out of 35, Dilly for the Philly Eagles.
Dilly.
Only rushed for 85 yards as a rookie with 2 touchdowns. Did you watch his runs? He's a monster. Only 85 yards. What is this at the 100-yard mark is like a good game. 85 yards is not a bad game, especially when you hit it with 2 touchdowns and making sure your team won. 85 yards is okay. Alvin Kamara only rushed for 92 yards, and he had a monster game too. Yeah, Oh, no. I'm sorry. They did say that on the stat, but you're right. All right, I see what you're saying, Corey. I want to look up the stat again. Let me get back to you on that because it was on something I was listening to. Man, if that's true, that stat would not hold true. Maybe it was with just 2 touchdowns. I want to look it up now. I'm actually intrigued, Corey. Dang it. 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm going to check the score to confirm Corey's stat at 85 yards. That's funny, Alex. Corey, I'm glad you pointed that out, man. I'm curious now. Maybe I heard the stat wrong. All right, we're going to open this last card here while that's pulling up. For the Baltimore Ravens, 1, 2, 3, 4 color, Miles Boykin out of 75 going out to Chris Vogt and the Baltimore Ravens. There we go. All right, here we go. Here's going to be the stat line. Maybe it was 100 all-purpose yards. Did he have receiving? That's probably what it was, all-purpose yards. Did I say rushing yards or 100 yards? Let me see. Okay, it must have been 100 all-purpose yards. He had 85 rushing and 28 receiving. So, yeah, so that must have been what it was, Kelly. Well, 100 total yards from scrimmage. That must be 100 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns. So, but still, that's that since 2001. LT, man, if I'm going to have my running back on my team compared to anyone as a rookie, I'll take LT, right? One of the greatest game backs in the game. I don't know, Ty. Did you see his runs? He looked good on his runs, man. He looked powerful, powering into both of his touchdowns. I didn't watch the full game. Listen, this is what happened. I was so excited I said I was probably done breaking. I was going to watch the games. Stanley Morgan Jr. out of 25. And thanks, Corey, for pointing that out. I wanted to make sure I have good stats on that. So all-purpose yards. I'm going to have to confirm that was a stat. But watching the end of the Houston Texans game, didn't even get to see the very end of my son, my less than 2-year-old. He's just about 2. Just bawling, screaming. And my wife, I heard it up there, and I'm like, my wife's probably just out cold. She didn't hear it. I ran up thinking I could get him back to sleep quickly. Threw my headphones on, listening to the Raiders game. I heard about the first 30 seconds. I fell asleep on the floor next to my son's crib till about 1:30 in the morning. Woke up, ran to see if the game was maybe like late into overtime. Darius Geis out a couple weeks. Just pulled his card. AP going to get the start. Dual swatch Jared Goff for the LA Rams going out to TJ Erb. Zero drops at all last year. The boy can play. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. How about a Kelvin Harmon out of 25? I would say this. I don't see why the Raiders, if they play well, couldn't finish second in that division over the Chargers, barring Gordon doesn't come back, because I don't care what you can say. Eckler had a great week, whatever. I'm not saying he's not good, but he's not Melvin Gordon. Can we agree that Austin Eckler is not Melvin Gordon? Kelvin Harmon out of 25. And how about out of 35 for the Detroit Lions, going out to the birthday boy, Alex. Detroit Lions. There you go, my man. Had a great game himself. T.J. Hawkinson. Does anyone else think Deshaun Watson just looks so good throwing the ball? Like, so powerful, accurate, hard throws across the field, like down the field. I love watching him play. I love how hard he throws that ball. Hopkins is an amazing receiver. That's a nice hit, Alex. Did he beat you to the Lions, Josh? Chris, I am in love with him. I really do love Watson. He's my dynasty quarterback, and it's not like a high-end money league, but I've been in it for years. It's a dynasty league. It's got all these weird, wacky trade-ahead 2-year rules, and draft picks are affected by your last couple games. It's crazy. But so the owner of the league's all over me. He says I don't care about the league because I'm busy, right? Like, I'm not in there every minute of the day talking and jawing. And I'm like, dude, I care about the league. Well, it's a slow draft on a lot of these leagues. So you get I've talked about this a little bit. You get a few hours a pick. You always wait till the end. I'm like, dude, get off my back. If you don't want me in the league, kick me out. No, I just want you to be more involved. I'm like, all right, whatever. Last night in the AFC and the NFC, it's 2 16-team divisions, conferences with their own player pools. I had the highest score in the one, and it's hard. And then I had the second highest score in the other, only by 4 points. And below me was 18, 20 points down in a really low scoring league. There's not a ton of, it's not PPR or anything. And I had to email a guy like a dick. I shouldn't have done it, but I was like, I guess I don't care about the league. Maybe you should worry about your own team and not mine. But the guy really needs to relax. But the reason I brought it up is Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins are both on my team. They're franchised, so I'm gonna have them for a couple years until they get too expensive. Tywan Taylor. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm in love with Watson and Hopkins. Chris is right. It's like a schoolgirl crush. Aaron Rodgers out of 75. 75 out of 75. Last off the run. I feel like we've been pulling a lot of last and first off the runs. Oh, I beat you by... Did I win that game, Josh? No way. I didn't get to check it this morning. I've been too busy to go and look at all my leagues. Honestly, I looked at that other league I was talking about. That was about it. Did I? Was that what league was that in? Was that the OG league? I did. Here it is. I just got the confetti popper. Pop bottles, Michael. You beat. Show me your TDs, Max's mom. Can we just real quick look at what I did to Josh Ryan Scott? Look at this. Start of the game. I love this. And then he took off, right? I had all my players in the late games. And it wasn't until Monday night. And it was like, Deep. That's funny. Sorry, guys. I just had to show you that. That's Josh Ryan Scott that's in here looking at that. Greg Olson, 3 out of 7 for the Carolina Panthers. Going out to Mark Connolly, who I believe is a Panthers fan, too. I love getting all these with the PYT. I do like knowing that these are PC guys getting their cards for the most part. Greg Olson, 3 of 7 for the Carolina Panthers. 1.2 points. And for the New England Patriots, a little napkin swatch there out of 75. Going out to Chris Vogt, a Damian Harris RPA. There you go.
Wow, it's very nice.
That's 4 boxes in, 2 to go. Did Damian Harris do anything in that New England game? Scott, go on. Finish your sentence. I don't know. Out of 35, Carson Wentz. All right, let's get you some Dolphins action. Why? Oh, was he a healthy scratch? That was a Wentz out of 35. Here's a Travis Fulham out of 75. How about a Daniel Jones? At least we get a swatch for the New York Giants. Going to Chris out of 75. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Richard, not Chris. Richard. What did Chris have that I pulled earlier? Oh, the Patriots. Sorry there, Rich. Just as he said, not a patch. For the Atlanta Falcons, going out to Adam Marshall. Congratulations, Adam. There you go.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Had a touchdown this weekend. Not a bad performance for the Falcons. I know that's funny how you did that. You said not a patch, and a patch came up. And Ravens hot in this case out of 35. Another 4-color swatch. Do you know this guy was only on the field? Oh, crap. All right, it looks like we're back. All right, cool. Do you guys know this guy was only on the field for what I think they said 12 snaps? What do you have again? I'm going to pull over to our Marquise Brown getting, what was it? 4 catches, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the guy was on the field for 12 snaps. It might have only been 8. It was like a ridiculous low number. I could be wrong on that. I'm not guaranteeing that stat. You can see I got to be careful on my stats. I got to start writing them down. Last box mojo. Come on now. Out of 35, a guy we should be seeing in no time. Going to make that Bengals team even better without Ross with Ross and Boyd, and then AJ Green. They're going to need it if Mixon keeps going down. He's going to be back probably this week or next, they said, but some of those problems can be lingering. Raquel Armstead out of 75 for the Jags. But think about that efficiency rate. You know, the last person to do that in their debut was in 2014, Alan Hearns. Alan Hearns for the Jags was the last person to have a performance similar to that. I forget what the actual stat was, but they were showing that today. And just a swatch, but it is, again, the first off the run, 1 out of 75, going to the Arizona Cardinals. Brian Shade getting the Kyler Murray patch. And this one, 6 out of 10 for the Washington Redskins, Jim Larson. 6 out of 10 going to the Washington Redskins, Jim Larson. Shouldn't be, Dan. It should be good. Are you guys having the issue? I'm going to hop off of there on. Yeah, Dan, I don't know. I'm watching it on my screen and it didn't go off, but it could have. And for the Tennessee Titans, going out to Rick Butler, 3-color, A.J. Brown. Going out to the Tennessee Titans, it's going to be Rick Butler out of 25, getting the A.J. Brown. All right, guys, we're going to do a full recap here. And we'll give away the 2 $5 hitless credits. Sorry, Dan, if that was doing that. Raquel Armstead out of 75. Out of 35, A.J. Green. Out of 75, Travis Fulham. Out of Wentz, 35. Or out of 35, Wentz. Tywan Taylor out of 75. We got the Antonio Brown out of 35. Geis out of 75. Out of 25, Stanley Morgan. Russell Wilson out of 35. Bradley Chubb out of 75. Out of 35, Josh Rosen. And out of 75, Adrian Peterson. Josh, that's cool, man. Josh and I I think it was Josh. Didn't we have a cool chat the other day? Arizona Cardinals, Brian Shade. Hakeem. Kyler Murray. You did pull was there another auto on here or patch? Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray going out to Brian Shade. We'll get to it. Daniel Jones for the New York Giants going out to Richard Blaney. Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay Packers going out to Mattis Bravo Malik. Sorry, Mattis, hope I'm saying that right. LA Rams going out to TJ Herb. That's the golf out of 75. Out of 75, Saquon Barkley. I wish some of the patches were nicer. Like the RPAs have great patches, but not so much in just the patches. And the Pittsburgh Steelers with the Juju going out to Rick Butler. LeVar Arrington for the Washington Redskins, Jim Larson, 6 out of 10. Calvin Ridley out of 50, the Atlanta Falcons, Adam Marshall. Greg Olsen, 3 out of 7 for the Carolina Panthers. Nice card for Mark Connolly. And Kelvin Harmon for the Redskins. That's what I was thinking of. Out of 25 for Jim Larson. And Reggie Wayne for the Indianapolis Colts. Eric Wiseman out of 15. A Colts great there. And Tennessee Titans, Rick Butler getting the A.J. Brown 3-color 2 out of 25 for the Tennessee Titans. Man, I can't talk today. Holy cow. Marquise Brown for the Baltimore Ravens going out to Chris Folk. Sorry, guys. 4-color RPA. And Damian Harris for the New England Patriots going out to Chris Folk as well. For the birthday boy, Alex Regal, Detroit Lions. TJ Hawkinson, I'm excited to see what he can do this season. And Miles Boykin, 4-color. Yeah, it was a Brown and a Boykin. Wow, they both scored this week too. For the Baltimore Ravens, another 4-color. You got a little black down there. For the Philadelphia Eagles going out to Eugene. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and Dwayne Haskins. Nice break for the Redskins as well. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do the two $5 hitless credits. Guys, if we do a break tonight, we'll maybe go over some of the pickups of the week, which I'm sure you guys can contribute to quite a bit. I haven't looked at any. You guys need to help me out, figure it out, who they might be. Final round. Cleveland Browns and New York Jets. Browns going to Larry and New York Jets going to Josh Akins. There you go, guys. A little something for you. So Larry and Josh getting additional $5 credit to go with the break. All right, guys, we might be back later. I got those jerseys coming in. See what's going on with that. All right. Have a good day till then. Peace.